Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is TheWalkthroughKing, and we finally have brand new storyline information for Fortnite going into Season 6. As well as this information can kind of be used as a roadmap to see what is going to kind of happen in Season 6 and give us some hints as to where the Fortnite storyline is actually going and what Season 6 is going to be all about. Anyways, if you guys are new here, definitely recommend subscribing and joining our amazing community, as well as if you want to support the channel, a like on this video would be appreciated. Okay, so there's actually quite a bit to cover and talk about for all of this. Starting out, I do want to say I will have a Season 5 storyline video up very soon on the channel, so if you do want to get caught up and see everything that there is to this point with Season 5, that'll be up within the next couple of days. Now we have two things to talk about. One is a Batman collab and kind of an explanation of what's going to happen during Season 6. But first, let's focus on the information that Fortnite themselves gave out earlier today. So a little bit ago, Fortnite ended up releasing this blog post going over what's going to happen heading into Season 6. And basically, it's also a last call to spend as much gold as you can, as well as to unlock everything you can for the Battle Pass before the season ends. But what's most important is there is a paragraph called Zero Crisis Finale. And in this paragraph, it says, when you first launch into the new season, you'll play the conclusion of Agent Jones's mission in the Zero Crisis Finale. The aftermath of this event is to sure shape the reality as we know it. Don't worry, the Zero Crisis Finale is a solo experience and you can play through it whenever you log in the first time during the season. Want to watch it online first? We'll share details soon on how you can watch the global premiere with everyone, beginning with our most ambitious storyline cinematic yet. So this is actually huge. Basically, we actually are going to be getting an event in some sort of way. This is not going to be like any event that we've seen in the past. More than likely, this is just going to be an event introducing us into the next season, as well as kind of giving us a lot of different cool visuals and potentially furthering along the 0-point storyline that we were actually getting at the beginning of Season 5, and a little bit of information here and there throughout the season. As much as I prefer the online events that they build up to and then do in an online playlist that we can watch with our friends, I'm actually really interested to see how this is going to go down, as I'm a little bit disappointed, I'll say, in how they handled Season 5's storyline. They didn't really do a whole lot with it. We didn't get to see what happened with the 7, so I'm hoping we do get a lot of answers on it in this event. And as we always know, Fortnite always just sets the bar higher and higher with every event, so this, I'm sure, is going to be something really, really amazing. What are your guys' thoughts, though? Do you guys prefer these style of events, or would you guys prefer the older style of events where it's an online playlist that you watch with everybody as you check out the event playlists with everybody online? And we actually did get kind of our first Season 6 teaser image with that 0-point image I showed a little bit ago. But with the way they are hyping this up, I wonder if it is going to be more than just the usual, here's our storyline cinematic trailer, and then send us right into the event. Usually the storyline cinematic trailers are always 1 to 2 minutes long. I wonder if this is going to be absolutely big in terms of that, because they've never really hyped up in the past, at least in the past few seasons, them doing anything like this, so I'm sure that this is going to be something big. Now, interestingly enough, for the second half, we do have a lot of information on things that could happen during Season 6. As we know, there was a recently announced Batman comic collaboration with Fortnite, where every single comic you would get a code to get some free cosmetic in Fortnite. But this seems to be a very, very deep collab. I'm not sure if this is going to be a DC season. So far, it doesn't seem like that is going to be the case. However, we have the descriptions for multiple of the comics now, as well as 3 of the covers, and I will have those being shown here on the screen as I talk about this. But apparently throughout this season, we're going to be shown a ton of information about the Fortnite island, as well as the lore behind it. For instance, it has been revealed through these comic descriptions that the Fortnite loop is only 22 minutes long, which is really interesting, as I don't know if they're saying the day and night cycle's 22 minutes long or what is 22 minutes long, as in the past, I always kind of thought of it as the whole loop being us being brought in on the battle bus, fighting till the last person, then it resets and loops us again. Fortnite does have day and night cycles, so I'm not really sure exactly what happens. Maybe the island can change throughout the entirety of the 22 minutes, so each time the 22-minute loop repeats, the island could be different, and it's just the inhabitants of the island that are under loop. I don't know, this brings a lot of questions. With the second comics book description, it does confirm that just like every one of the Marvel characters that came to our island, Batman as well has his memory taken from him. And it does kind of hint as well that some of the previous Batman collab stuff will actually take a part in this. They're kind of hinting that Catwoman may or may not help Batman, along with Harley Quinn too. The third description doesn't really give us a whole lot other than Batman versus G.I. Joe, and just kind of reiterates that Batman needs to find Catwoman, along with him seeing Harley Quinn out there on the island. However, one of the biggest things though, the description for comic number 4 says that Batman actually escapes and breaks free from the loop, and he brings along a bunch of Fortnite bandits with him. So at some point from now until June 1st, we could actually see during season 6 itself, or even participate in us breaking free from the loop and seeing what happens with that. Now, this could just be some background storyline information of things going on behind the scenes, but I think it would be absolutely insane if they showed us that throughout the actual season itself too. Number 5 goes on to talk about how Batman is going to be exploring an underground complex of the island, and as we do know, the Imagined Order has a ton of those set up throughout the island. And it's not 100% confirmed yet, but I believe that bunker door that's over in the bottom right next to Caddy is also a part of the Imagined Order. It would be really, really cool to see that being used as a point of interest to play in Season 6 once Batman actually does uncover the underground complex. For the final comic, they do say that Batman and Catwoman have one chance to escape and they need Harley Quinn. And it also asks the question, who is behind the world-shattering events of our story? You'll find out, and the implications for both Fortnite and the DC universe will be huge. Now, we already do know that the Imagined Order is behind protecting the 0 point, or at least they were until it is way up in the sky now. And we do also know that they want to protect the loop, but were they the ones who actually were behind the loop entirely? That's information that we don't actually know yet, as well as who actually is behind all of the events that do take place in Fortnite. That's going to be absolutely crazy to have that explained to us. At the same time, it has me asking a lot of questions though, because some of the events in the past didn't really seem like it was something to just be set up and done by one person telling another person and then the event happens and that's that, because that would almost seem like whoever actually is behind all of these events is against the loop and against the 0 point, unless he's experimenting with everybody that is on this island and just seeing what happens when you do all of this. Because going off of the past events, I don't think the 7 would be teamed up with whoever is behind all of the events and doing all of this. As we know, they were the ones to kick it off and show us the Fortnite storyline in the first place. Maybe Kevin the Cube was sent here and is behind whoever that is referring to. I'm not really sure on that. But then going further with the unvaulting event and everything else, maybe the unvaulting event was them trying to throw us more weapons and just giving us a bone. But the Caddis versus Doggus event, or even the Season X event, I don't really think that could be behind whoever the main person is. We could speculate all day long on this as well, but that's basically all the information that we were given on this. It almost does sound like Season 6 could be another collaboration season, especially with all this Batman stuff going on. They're not calling it a DC season yet. I would kind of be okay with the DC season, however, at this point, I, like a lot of other users, are just getting tired of seeing all the collaborations, but I'm very happy that it does seem like we are actually going to get a huge push in the storyline this season versus last, or the current, actually, depending on when you watch this video, as Season 5 has pretty much just been a advertisement for collaborations. Not a whole lot going on outside of that. Anyways, I just wanted to make a video going over this and making aware to everybody who hasn't seen it yet. This is all of the information that was released to us so far. There's a ton of stuff going down that we will see very, very soon, starting within the next week here. Season 6 is sounding like it is going to be insane. A ton of things that we will figure out about the Fortnite storyline in those comics, hopefully in the actual game as well too. I will personally be purchasing all of the comics as well once they do release. So if it is basically an external type of thing where we have to go and buy and read the comics in order to get that information and nothing is shown in the actual game, then I will be doing a video going over every single comic and talking about what happens in it and basically giving you guys the scoop on the Fortnite storyline and lore. Pretty much regardless, either way, I'll probably be doing that anyways, because I'm sure there's some really, really unique information in those comics and it would be cool to get a video out on that. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? Next season we should be kind of getting a full reveal over everything, it sounds like. Who's behind the events, the loop itself, the underground complex area. We should be getting an event as soon as the next season launches, so we have a lot to look forward to in terms of Fortnite stuff. Hopefully they execute it all right and it's not just a few things of information here and there and there's absolutely nothing that goes on in game, but we will see soon enough. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on all of this, as well as if you guys are excited for the next season. If there is any more information that does come out, I might make another video, follow-up video on that. This has been the Walkthrough King. If you guys are new here, definitely recommend subscribing, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Peace!
From